Speaker, what they did was wrong. I applaud Honorable Pokose because he stands for what is true. I thank you, Honorable.
Yeah. Let me allow Honorable Pokose to respond. What's your point of order, Modi Karoli?
Madam Speaker, understanding order number 1, I think Honorable Owen Baya is completely out of order to try and undermine the authority of this House and the discretionary power that the Speaker has to allow any kind of debate to be admitted on the floor of this House, especially on a matter that is as important as this. And I hope you are not going to close it after the response of the chairman, because we have views. We don't sit in the committee. We have our views to present on the floor of the House. And we didn't ask them to come and make the statement. They made it. They've walked into our territory. We must have the opportunity now to speak. And I hope it will not be closed at that. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I think honorable members, let's allow Honorable Pokose to confirm so that he can clarify whether it's a ministry report or a committee report. And I think the members from the committee, I think if Honorable Pokose has admitted that it's a ministry report, then yes, it is true that it was not, that didn't come through your committee. But let's allow him to respond so he can clarify those issues. And yes, this particular topic is very important to Kenyans.
Madam Speaker, this is a statement. We are in order number 7, which is statement. And the Honorable Speaker, you allowed me to make a statement on behalf of the ministry on the rollout from SHIF, from NHIF to SHIF. That is on the rollout of the universal health coverage, which is happening today. That was the basis in which I was given this position to make that statement. Unfortunately, my colleagues are assuming this is a committee report. No, it is not a committee report. This is a statement. I think that should be very distinguished. Secondly, Madam Speaker, the points which have been raised by my colleagues, Honorable Nyekal and the other members, are not in relevance to my statement. None of them has disputed any of what I've raised in this statement. They have actually gone ahead to make their own points based on what they know. And I think that is very wrong. It is based on hearsay. And Madam Speaker, when I brought this statement, the aim of this statement is to reassure Kenyans that today we are rolling out, we are moving from NHIF to SHIF. And when we are moving from NHIF to SHIF, people are worried outside there. Are we going to access our health services? That is the point. And in this report, I said 9 million of the people who are in NHIF are going to be moved to SHIF today or moving forward. It is not a one-off event. This is a transition. Today is the start, and it is moving. They have already registered about 2 million people into the SHIF system. Among the SHIF, people are talking of system. What is here is a digital superhighway. SHIF is just a small, the ERP for SHIF is just a small component of it. The rest is a huge component. And members, my committee members, Honorable Kibagendi, Honorable Nyekal, they are aware. And this is not, unfortunately, I listened to you. I didn't dispute what you are saying, but you are talking from an ignorant point. Because what is happening is you have...
Give him a chance to complete explaining.
You have, unfortunately, and this is where we get problems, because you want to go and explain to your people, and you don't have facts. In this digital superhighway, it is connected to the national registration barrier and many other systems within it. It's a huge thing. It has 2 components. When we now go into the digital superhighway, it has 2 components. And this is not a SHA system. This is a digital health authority system. It's a Ministry of Health system. So what happens is you have Safaricom being a lead agency with others who have come in to invest in two components. They are investing in infrastructure and maintenance and service for 12 years. Okay? And the procurement method, as I read it here, which they used, is the specially permitted procurement procedure. That is as per the ministry. Yeah? And they presented their documents, which I said, I didn't read that part, but they went to the Attorney General has commented, the National Treasury has commented about it, and they've given them a go-ahead. We are not stopping anything that is happening there. The committee is still in the process of looking at looking at certain areas, which we agree. That is the committee position. But this is the ministry has its position. And as a chair, I'm communicating the ministry's position.
I think, Honorable Bukosa, you've clarified the issue. You've said that's a ministry position. And I think you've confirmed yourselves, Honorable Nikal, that as the committee, you're still interrogating this matter. So this will not prohibit the committee from continuing.
Yes, if a statement is being made, give me. One, if the ministry wishes to make a statement to the public, it is not through this house. If the ministry is making a statement, it does not make reference to the discussions that has become before the committee. Once the ministry brings out the issues that they brought and discussed before the committee, it therefore becomes our discussion as well. So all the things were said. We met with the committee. We did this to the committee. You are therefore bringing the committee into what the ministry is saying, and we have not completed, giving the impression that what the committee is saying, what the ministry is saying, the committee has agreed to it. So on that, there is nothing to withdraw and to apologize about.
Okay, Honorable Nikal, I think it's understanding Order 44B. You know, the leader of majority or minority or chairperson of a committee or their designee may make a statement relating to their responsibilities in the House or activities of the committee. So yes, they're responsible to oversight the Ministry of Health. So yes, he's in order to come and make that statement as a statement coming from to the people. Yes. He hasn't referred to he didn't refer to. He has not referred to the committee, and I think he's made it clear. It's a ministry statement. The committee will be at liberty. You'll be at liberty to continue to interrogate this issue. Yeah, it doesn't affect your operations because you can still come and question the ministry. The ministry can appear before the committee and still question them on that issue. I think, Honorable Owen, let's just close this and move to the next statement. No, I think the comments were more based when people thought it was okay, I'll just allow you, Honorable Karoli, but
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
very briefly, though.
Yes, I'll be normally I'm very brief. Madam Speaker, ever since this particular matter came into public limelight, I think both the country and the House are addressing the wrong issue. Let me explain why. What is being touted as being supplied by a consortium led by Safaricom is nothing other than an information management system. It is a digital, as they call it, a digital superhighway. It is an information management system. What Safaricom has become an expert on doing is fronting contracts that are opaque, that are not transparent, as was evidenced by the one for surveillance of the city, and avoiding the tendering process. If you look at the amounts of money that are allocated to this particular process, 104 billion is equivalent to $700 million, which would capitalize a big insurance company to offer healthcare services to Kenyans. That is not the case here. We are being told that an information management system that is being acquired without competition, without transparency, will cost 104 billion, which was the amount for the first Eurobond Kenya ever borrowed. I mean, what we should be asking is the financial details of this transaction. What is the interest rate? What is the repayment period? This House should see the financial elements of this contract. This is a financing arrangement where a service provider walks to a user and says, okay, you don't have the money to do this, I will do this at this cost, without testing.
I think Honorable...
Yes, that is what we should be talking about. This is a financial instrument. Yes.
Karoli Omondi, I think we've already settled it, that this matter is before the committee. It's before the committee, isn't it? Okay, what's your point of order, Honorable Chair?
Madam Speaker, I'm on a point of order. Honorable Karoli Omondi has claimed that this is a health information management system. But from my reading, the system there is not solely managing social health insurance, but provides for various components aimed at delivering a comprehensive and integrated health system for the country. These components encompass the development of a health information management system, that is one, a health information exchange platform, that is two, core business services such as provision of telemedicine, track and trace for pharmaceutical products. Yeah? You are not listening. The health information system is just one. There is track and trace for pharmaceutical